Good morning. Nice rainy day here in New Bedford. I just got back from taking the dog for a walk, so you can probably see I'm just a little wet. I am reaching out today, I guess, with a theme that keeps coming up with clients this week in my personal life and the personal development that I've been doing with Tony Robbins as part of his Earn Your Future challenge that he did with Dean Graziosi last week, and the course that I'm doing with the both of them starting today. And that is your thoughts and your beliefs. And one of the things that we learned very, very early on when we were doing hypnosis training is, just excuse the bus going by here. Just had to sit down and do this video while it was top of mind. But one of the things that we learned very on was how your thoughts that you have on a consistent basis cause you to act in a certain way. Those actions will reinforce your beliefs. And once you formed a belief, that is what governs your thoughts. So you kind of go round and round in the circle. Thought, action, belief, thought, action, belief, round and round. And I think a lot of people they get really, really stuck in that cycle. And hi, Rebecca. You don't even realize that you're in that cycle because that thought comes from a subconscious belief. And I find myself telling people, well, but you don't even can you look at your life and dare to imagine that maybe there's a subconscious belief that's been causing you to act a certain way. That maybe how you believe things are is not necessarily how you believe things are. If you followed Tony for a while, he does this exercise in one of his audiences where he has people look around the room and look for everything that they can find that's brown. And they kind of go around the room and they're like, oh, the chair's brown, that guy's wearing a brown shirt, that curtain is brown, the carpet has brown flecks in it, and they kind of go round and round looking for all these things that are brown. And then he tells people to close their eyes, and he said, okay, now with your eyes closed, tell me everything that is red. And most people can't find the red thing. They don't know where the red thing is because they were just looking for the brown thing. And maybe I've got the colors mixed up, but you get the gist. If you're always looking for things to be a certain way, that is what you are going to see. And so when you look at people in their life and they're like, oh, I'm just that kind of person that gains weight when I just look at that thing, or I'm just that kind of person that's very unlucky in love, or I'm just that kind of person that never gets the promotion. I'm just that person that always gets screwed in every situation. No, you are focusing on that, even though you don't know it. And that is what's creating your reality. We talk a lot about where your focus goes, energy flows, but it's hard to kind of, that's kind of like an out there concept until you really look at it that way. I mean, maybe do that exercise for yourself with a friend. Think about everything that's green or everything that's brown and see like what it is that you actually notice. And you don't have to do the inner work of figuring out what limiting belief it is around you. I mean, that's something you can do with the help of someone else. But all you have to do for today is dare to imagine that maybe things are not exactly as you imagine them. Maybe things could be different. Maybe if you change the way you thought, things could be a little different. And that's the only place where you need to start, to just imagine that maybe things could be different. And then you can work with someone from there to uncover what that is. I mean, I did a session with someone the other day on weight loss, and when he came to me, I mean, he was very unfamiliar with rapid transformational therapy, which is the type of hypnosis that I do. And he just thought, okay, we're going to go into hypnosis and I'm going to do a nice recording for him and then he was going to be done. And I'm like, no, it's going to be very, very different for you. And as we went back to scenes, I mean, he had thought he'd just gotten into some bad habits during COVID when he was in lockdown, and he thought that was kind of why he gained weight, and he hadn't put two and two together on those things. Come to find out, every single scene that we went back to was about people that he loved leaving, or him not being able to rely on people that he loved. And everyone's reason for things are different, and it's never the reason that you think. But all that you have to do is what he did. Just be open to the process. Trust someone to guide you through what you're doing. And then allow whatever comes up to come up. Your subconscious already knows what it is that you need to work on. All you have to do is trust that it knows, and then allow whatever's coming up to come up. And you can journal about this. You can book a session. I'd love it if you booked a session. But you can take your time with your process. Just open yourself up to the idea that maybe things aren't exactly how you feel they are. And then with that, open yourself up to the idea that maybe things could be different. That maybe everything you want is actually available to you. That maybe what you want is closer than you think. And live your life from that place. What do I need to do for that stuff to come to me? And the answer is obviously I have to change the way I think, because a person who has what I'm saying I want acts a different way, right? So what are those behaviors? And those behaviors is part of that action part of the circle. So once you're changing your behaviors, you're taking different actions, and you're slowly but surely building better beliefs. So if you want to hear more, I'd love it if you set up a 30-minute intro call with me. I will put the link in this live video as soon as I'm done. And I am doing a special for the rest of the month. So if you want to hear about that, message me and I will respond. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.